Do we need to talk to, did Hannah come back?
Hannah and Wilbur, yeah, they have returned. They are basically upstairs right now preparing dinner.
Okay, we go upstairs.
Yeah, and you've seen Hannah is, as mentioned before, a woman with long blonde hair with pink dyed tips, and Wilbur is this towering figure. He's basically, 6.6 feet or something like that. And you also see he has this massive crossbow. It's basically a ballista strapped to his back. And you can see that Hannah's basically cutting up some onions, ready to put it into a dish. Oh, you're back. Colin said to say you were outside.
Yes, hi Hannah. What news did you gather from the troops?
Well, basically I heard that they're starting to speed up the process of the execution. They're probably going to do it tomorrow at midday. I don't know, did you learn anything else, Wilbur?
Not really. I didn't know that they have already killed some of the prisoners inside. But they have decided to make the captain of the burning unicorn basically the piece de resistance when they're performing the execution. Probably to send a message to the citizens, I guess.
But are they're all kept in the prison, correct?
Basically go through the crew of the ship that is still alive.
Both the town guard?
There's the captain, a certain Captain Fang. There is his right hand, his first mate, or second first mate, called Davros. And then there is also another person named Gillerus, a mute elf, according to rumors. There's then you also learn that a lot of the crew of the Burning Unicorn were actually former pirates, and they are more than happy to join the forces of Caracas in order to avoid being hanged.
Did we find out where
Bloody pirates.
the prisoners?
The prisoners. The prisoners near the bordello, as I stated before.
Our second prison break. It's gonna be so much fun.
So, do we get along?
Yeah, you easily get along. There's no problem there. It's more like what I want to do in order to. I just gonna storm the place.
Before we go into a long rest, I asked Casimir if he has any volunteers that want to get sliced bacon.
Oh, good.
Sliced. Like physically sliced. I want to try out my sword.
You don't want to get stabbed?
And you see he says, okay, fine, and hands you his arm.
That would be so impressive.
Again, you promise you that this won't be permanent, right?
No, it's just taking a memory.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. This is not permanent, right?
I don't think so. You're doing this willingly?
Yeah.
So he doesn't. Does he still have to do it?
You still need to roll to see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. 91 treasured memory.
Okay. Put me on the spot there. Well, I guess you see Casimir and his brother and sister hang by a swing, essentially, near the delta. And you see that they're talking about their ideas for the future. You see Casimir's brother, Dominic, essentially is talking about how he's going to take over from father, how he's going to improve the Zorik family name, making sure that it's move away from this crime-ridden family to something proper. The sister talks about how she's going to travel the world, maybe even board an airship at some point. And Casimir is like, pondering for a bit, he says, well, I always like to draw. I guess that could be cool to do that. Yeah. And this is clearly an important part of his childhood, how he remembers his siblings, essentially.
Yeah. Cool.
And when you record it, you see he's like pondering, but it's like, what the okay, this feels weird.
So you had a brother and sister?
I had?
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Yes,
God.
you did. Don't you remember like anything?
In my room, I'm so happy that nothing bad is happening. Friends are being nice, not doing anything that they wouldn't do if I wasn't there.
No, that was just me and father and mother. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Do you like to draw?
There's just a klaxon going on in your room now, and a big sign just
Don't
still a paladin.
recall.
Still a
I
paladin.
think so.
My paladins at the
You
still
look like a guy who enjoys drawing.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's just something about your face. I know
Okay.
people. Goodbye. Thank you.
And as you walk away, he said, "What son of a bitch? I do have a brother." Damn, that thing is dangerous.
And I attune back to my boots of haste, so we are ready for tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah. So
Because I can just use them once a day.
The Hounds of War, making friends everywhere, and then alienating.
and then doing experiments on them.
I asked nicely, said yes.
And then you took a very precious memory from
Hey,
him.
it got back again.
And got back again.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second. It works.
Cool. So 8 hours passes as you get your long rest. Oh, and you don't necessarily sleep for all 8 hours, but you at least do nothing really. It's like speed, you drink, sleep, eat, so forth.
You just.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how George is right now.
Before I went to sleep, I also checked if Eos came back.
Yeah, still no signs.
He did! No.
Is his backup holding anywhere? Because he would technically be asleep.
Well, his bag of holding is not with him. His baggers are missing, however.
Okay.
To be fair, I
I'll
don't.
take the bag of holding
Yeah.
then.
I don't
just need
think
to
he's
contact Alistair for the...
The content, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the least.
Yeah.
You find a cannonball inside.
Oh yeah! Okay, I now possess a bag of holding.
Yes, is gonna be so proud of you.
Well, it's better than just leave it behind.
Oh yeah. Is there anything else of his possessions? Like any of his armor or anything?
Well, yeah, his armor is there, but that's just regular armor as far as I can recall.
Yeah, he did
his
have that cloak.
Yeah, the nightshade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or light shade, I believe it's called. Yeah, that's also left behind.
Okay, like he usually doesn't let things just hang around,
No.
so I will take.
It
like,
seems also an odd combination that he takes his weapon, but leave everything else
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, that he is his prized possession, so I will take that and put it into the bag of holding where it's safe.
Yeah.
As per my rest, I'd like to see if I can go. I kind of go out town, call in Anastasia, and then use the brush to kind of clear her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
To heal her.
exchange
Yeah, cool.
the light
Is
bulbs
that
in your.
okay within a?
Yeah, I was gonna say so. Especially the part of town where you are, and there's not a lot of soldiers there. That's one reason why the resistance can actually meet there.
You might have to change the light bulbs in your still a paladin side. I mean, it's been flashing a lot.
I need more AA batteries, man.
Is it still a pal? What's the?
Still a pal.
And then at some point it's just an ill pal.
Yeah.
Ill pal? What?
Yeah, so you reconvene after your long rest, essentially. And I can't recall how much HP Anastasia recovers. I believe it's 2d8 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
What?
I'm not planning on using her.
No.
So-
Again,
Yeah.
you know, and you also remember that she took only half damage from the weapon attack. Yeah, cool.
Okay, has Casimir talked to the prostitutes at the bordello?
Essentially, Sura, who's able to move fast through town, especially during the night, turns up and says, "Yeah, we have made the arrangements. The guards will provide enough of distraction to allow you easy access into the compound."
Okay, good. Did you perhaps see my...
Yeah, compound.
No, that's not it. It's as Derek comes down the steps and says, "Oh, I think I may have miscommunicated my intentions." You see, Dagger's completely dragged out.
Oh, you wanted to go in?
I was thinking that we'd go in with the prostitutes, but I guess we can just go by ourselves. So I just
We can go in with the
Say-
prostitutes if
I-
you want.
You're all very pretty.
say this for
Could be a thought.
I just thought it was
You want to go?
yes.
Sure. But
How are you going to hide that glaive? Sura asks.
My portable pole dance.
With a very sharp edge at point. Yeah. It's because so I can stab it in the ground and instead. Yeah.
Wait a interesting
I think it would be
point.
hard to,
Where is your
to
brother?
smuggle
Where is
weapons
Jace?
inside.
Yeah, maybe are we sneaking in? Well, how about this? I'm not sneaking in because I suck at sneaking.
I do not suck at sneaking.
No,
Well,
so maybe you can carry my weapon in?
Yeah, sure.
My shit in for me?
Well, you do have a
bag of
bag of holding, so
Yeah.
that needs to be done, yeah?
Yeah,
I give him my junk.
thank you.
And you'll never see that again.
Armor.
So
Anastasia.
did you perhaps see a male tiefling that looks exactly like me? At the bordello?
Not today, no.
Not today.
I've actually been asked the same question by a freakishly uglier orc, or half orc, I believe.
Scrawny. Scrawny's looking for him. Okay.
What about Jace?
And he spent a lot of time at the bordello, so I don't know why.
Yeah,
You know, Aurora,
thanks for being on set.
if Ears is not back tomorrow, I'll try to scry for him.
Okay. Yeah, it's just that it's not often that he does leave, but when he leaves, he usually leaves for a longer period of times. It's
Comes back with a lot of venereal diseases. Yeah.
But I will scry for him tomorrow if he's not back then.
okay.
And the
Again,
same
I'll
with Jace.
keep a lookout. Casimir has also sent some of his guys to look for him.
Yeah. Thank you.
What actually is the plan?
So we go in,
You go in with the prostitute.
I go with the prostitutes.
Well, we could say you are the entourage, essentially. It's not uncommon for us to send guards along with the girls.
No, he's dressed as a drag queen. That's what he's dressed like.
But your hair is still on end, right?
Oh, no.
No, it is
It actually
long.
is, yeah.
Okay. My, you're quite the looker.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's fabulous. I guess just a term, I hear Casimir use it all the time. Yeah. So now we just need to get you through town without getting caught.
Well, prostitution legal, right?
True, but we don't want to get recognized on the street.
I don't think anyone's going to recognize this.
Are you sure?
Again, you do have to realize that the ability that grants you...
Oh, no. This is pure makeup skills. I understand. I would be rolling for.
Yeah, okay,
disguise.
right. That would be a performance.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that.
Just like something over
Okay.
it.
I was told that you can do the same as I, teleport during the night, right?
Yes.
Maybe we should lead the party, then you two follow afterwards. Ensure that we don't encounter trouble along the way. Then I'll join with the girls, guide them into the prison.
Yes.
And
I'll be following you towards the prison, and
Very
from
well.
there I'll.
just sure, what's the cover story? Because the prison guards haven't invited the girls inside. They might have some questions written down there.
It's a gift.
From who? From the Duke.
From the
Yeah, or it's a
or-
gift from Casimir. He runs the place, and he's staying where you guys are going to be in town. Let me get him the good sides.
From the owner of Reverb in case
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Well, they have already visited the girls for free, I might add, so
Yeah.
that makes sense, yeah.
I'll talk us in.
Yeah. Okay.
So who does what?
Do you want to come with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Or do you want to come with me?
I think I'll have more luck with Aurora.
It's fine.
We will be sneaking in, getting some keys,
Yes.
and then we'll just go down into the dungeons and free the prisoners.
Very well.
So while you kiss through the prisoners, I'll keep the guards distracted.
Yes, and they did say there weren't many guards there.
Right.
So,
And then we'll see about sneaking them out. I'm thinking, we get some extra gowns and extra like dresses and shit like this.
yeah?
And like 1, 2 at a time, we dress them up to look like girls, and then sneak them out that way into the brothel.
Welcome to the Resistance!
What is this
And
now?
you're sure this will work? So
Nope.
let's ask.
Not at all.
Okay, so that's plan A and plan B.
We fight our way out,
Very well.
or you try to sneak your way out. Okay, plan A is you see if you can find an alternate route out of the prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I doubt we can.
I would prefer if we don't get into a fight, because then my cover will be blown. Just Okay.
If you have to fight us, then fight us.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Your
yes.
cover must not be blown.
If there is a fight, then just make sure that every prostitute and you leave in panic.
Yeah.
In a pretended panic, because then obviously it's just a coincidence, right?
Very well.
Can you turn into earth elemental?
Yeah, I can.
Oh shit! Wait, I can turn those out.
Okay.
You have
Well-
move earth.
I have move earth.
Yeah. That's 5 feet.
I mean, it'll take some 5 feet per round.
Yeah.
It'll take some time. Okay. So here's plan A.
Well, 5 feet. That's like 30 centimeters, right?
Yeah.
It would
no,
take
no, 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 no. 30. That's 5 feet is
5 feet is
150 centimeters.
Yeah. So, in terms of wall thickness, that wouldn't be a problem. The problem would probably be this area, because we also need the wire enough for people to get out.
But it's in a 6 second rounds.
Yeah. So again,
it'll take a
it's
couple seconds.
entirely doable.
Okay, so here's plan A. Plan
Yes.
A is you guys try to find an alternative route out. I keep the guards distracted. Now, if that doesn't work, if you
Then
can't find a route
Neris
out,
will send a message to you.
yes, someone sends a message to me. I will excuse
I'll
myself.
blow my horn.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will excuse myself.
Your horn, that will make us become.
No, because only the one person I choose can hear it.
Oh, you have magic.
I have a
Okay.
horn of silent alarm.
I knew that. Sure doesn't.
I will make my way down and I will get my mace from you,
Yes.
which I will then use to tunnel us out. If that doesn't work, then we try to sneak the guards, the guards and the crew of the burning unicorn out as prostitutes.
Very well.
So those are plan A, B, and C.
Cool.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Yes.
That sounds entirely doable.
Now watch as it all crumbles.
We have 3 very stupid plans.
But one of them involved me dressing up as drag queen, so how bad can it be?
Do any of you have something to make the guards fall asleep?
A mace?
I mean,
You see,
good for
you hear
this.
Sura basically take her hand up like,
Well, that's not fists, obviously, or daggers, because apparently
Actually-
we can't stab people.
There's gonna be drinking.
Definitely.
What if we start spiking the drinks?
It can't be intelligent enough to notice. Do we have anything?
We should be able to get something, I would assume.
I do have a bottle of Alchemist Fire if we need to.
That's okay. Let's call that plan. We're not doing that.
Plan F.
then torch the ground.
Yes.
Torch it to the ground.
I'll just keep that bottle of Alchemist Fire near. I'll turn it to my panic.
Okay. Which resistance member seems most alchemically knowledge? Or does the shop have anything?
Probably Kellen, actually,
Yeah.
because he sells various items.
Kellen.
Casimir is a sorcerer, meaning that he's more attuned with magic items.
Kellen, do you have
Yes.
any kind
You can
of?
see he basically comes up from his bed because
Yeah.
yeah,
By the way, yes, I know I look fabulous.
I've noticed.
Do you have any kind of potion or poison or anything that would knock out people, or at the very least dull their senses?
I might have some old stuff from my Seraphin days. Just one moment. And you see he gets up from bed, finds his cane, goes over. And rather than finding a key, he just pulls out a sword.
Wait, did I walk into his room while he was slaying
Yeah.
Fred? Just standing over him? Hey, yes, I know I'm beautiful.
Again, he didn't react when you knocked on the door, so like, sorry. And you see, rather than taking out a key, he takes the sword out from the cane, puts it into. And let's see. And you want him just to knock out, right?
Yes.
Okay, then acid wouldn't do. I have this cloth. It's a one-time use. We use it when we needed to extract people from various places. Just holding over the mouth and nose when they breathe it, and they might fall unconscious. Again, some people are more resistant to this effect, but it should knock out an adult man with no problem.
I'm gonna borrow that just in case.
Again. And essentially it's encased in like almost like film, which you have to break out. And once you got that, then you can use it for one round afterwards. If it's not been ingested, essentially, the effect stops and it's just an ordinary rack. Which is why it's a perfect weapon, because like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't do
Yeah.
nothing. Okay. Do you need concealed weapon or anything for your mission?
No, it's. I mean, just really, I think if you.
I have a metal fan, for instance.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, anything to make it fabulous.
Very much yes. Thank you.
Again, essentially, it works the same as a short sword. So
Okay.
1d6 plus your strength.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's.
Oh, your dex.
Yeah. It's super strength.
Yeah.
Slump. Because you know what is a great accessory? The belt of giant strength. It's very slimming.
Need to cinch the
Yeah.
waist.
You
Like
use
a
your
Mad
giant
Hog
strength
body.
to actually.
Like a Mad Hog body. While we're waiting, I'm painting the fan so it looks like peacock.
Oh, that's so cool.
You just look dressed to kill, so go ahead and knock him out, man.
Thank you.
Well,
If you don't mind, I'll go back to sleep.
good night, Karen.
Well, you're also in my room. What happened?
I'm just pulling off. Okay.
Okay, so we lead. How are you going to move around the city?
Okay,
You can jump on my back if you prefer.
I mean,
I wouldn't be able to teleport, but I can at least get you up on the roof if that's what you need.
but I wouldn't need a disguise.
And you see, she basically like, wait a moment. And then you see one of the hobgoblin masks from these hobgoblins. They had these only masks that cover the top of their mouth or face.
Alright. Then I'll
And
just.
she finds a goblin dark dagger uniform. Now you look like just one of them. Should be able to. At least if you get stopped, they will pause for a moment, giving you ample opportunity to escape.
Alright. But I'll walk with Aurora.
And you see, basically, she do some ninjutsu signs, and she casts Pass Without Trace.
Oh, then I don't have to. Great.
Okay.
Essentially, this faint fog starts to form around your feet, meaning that you don't leave footprints and so forth.
Yeah. Hat of disguise, and we will make our way towards the bordello. Everyone, right?
And you see Surat teleports onto the top of a roof and starts to.
Yeah. She goes there. I'll be with you guys.
I'll be there for you.
Wait. So we go to.
Stealth!
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Ooh, goddamn.
30. That's what I was.
12.
And I rolled an 8.
No. 16.
I'm not stealthing, am I?
Nope. And you're not wearing your armor, I guess?
No, guess I'm not.
I mean, the thing about pole dancing, a massive plate armor with an angry warforged face engraved into it is just not that
boy.
sexy.
Oh boy. Oh.
Don't get my loin started.
Okay, let's see. I need to add some numbers up there.
I don't assume that I'm walking with them.
No. Again, this happens after a while.
Yeah.
So, out of nowhere, an arrow pierces through your dress, Darby. And she rolled a critical hit with sneak attack. So I'm just adding up numbers here.
Oh, damn.
Bad night to be a prostitute, I guess.
Yeah.
Very bad. Somebody knows you.
Somebody has been scouting the place out, I can admit that.
Okay.
And the others did just disappeared into the night, so that's why you were targeted and not the rest. So that's 20, that's 39, that's 45 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Is it who I think it is?
I have no idea.
Remember when last night?
And you have completed a long rest, so you can use luck.
Oh.
Is it yours?
Natural 20. So
That's
30.
Who the soul pissed?
Essentially, what we see on the rooftop, barely just visible due to the moonlight. We see a muscular female orc. Her face is basically painted white, and she has this side cut with these intricate tattoos along, and there's this long braided ponytail essentially that goes down. Various, essentially like the troll with these amulets of just teeth and claws and finger bones. and this massive longbow essentially is as tall as her, and she's just. And when the arrow pierces you, you can feel like it unleashes an energy, but you manage to actually pull it out before it takes effect of you.
How much damage did you say it was?
45 points.
So when the arrow hits you, you
And
feel
then she uses her bonus action to hide.
less eager to pole dance.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod and Enda Genye. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Doraken.